we are live recording. So we've got audio, we've got recording, and we are going to get going with Excel too. Formulas and functions. All right, so I prefer to use Google. You should go in through your college and Blackboard, and I'm going to go into my IT lab after I've signed into my Blackboard college course. All right, and then I'm going to go to course materials. And I'm going to go to Excel and chapter 2 and chapter 2. I'm going to download my files, and again I'm going to take them one at a time. You don't have to take the instructions. We've passed out screenshot instructions here. I'm going to go ahead and download those instructions as well, but I'm going to make a folder on my desktop that is to Excel. Okay, so I know where I'm going. I'm going to go right click, new folder, and I'm going to call it to Excel. All right, so I'm hoping to save my files right into there. I'm starting out with instructions so I can show them to you as we proceed along in making our recording. All right. And then I'm going to download my second file, which is the Excel Exploring. And oh look, we have a circular error reference right off the beginning, and we'll have to talk about what that is. What do you think a circular reference is? I'm going to go File, Save As, and I'm going to go back to that desktop. I'm going to go back into Excel 2 folder, but I'm going to go ahead and put Excel 2 at the start so I remember which file to upload, and then I'm going to put my name in all caps, and I'm going to say save. Okay, we've got Buff and Tough Gym ready. I'm going to come over here to all my Google Chromes and close all windows. It'll ask me, am I sure I want to do that? Yes, leave the page. Do not stay logged into Blackboard or my IT lab. You will get timed out. Okay. All right, here we go. The first thing it says is create a named range for cells A18 to C20 called membership. One of the things you should know before we click on this is right now we're clicked on Buff and Tough Gym A1 to J1, and if you'll look over here in this top right hand corner, that's our name box. That's telling us this cell right here, all of it is called A1 because we started typing here on the left. Well, it's telling us cell A18 to C20 right there, they want us to membership name it. Now you can go into active cell and click membership, but I've also found that it doesn't always stick and I can't quite tell you why, but if you go to formulas and you go to define name, you can name it membership here. Make sure you type it correctly and spell it correctly. We will be using the term membership in our formulas, so you need that to work, and you need it to work for the scope of the workbook. and I'm going to click OK. So it made this right here membership. And I know it's right because I can look up here in my name box and see it. All right? You got that? I'm surprised we're not hearing clicking. Hold on just a sec. It's still going. It just looked like it wasn't going. I just wanted to make sure. Sorry about that. I'm not sure it is going. I don't think it's working at all, which is really. Yeah. You can exit out and come back in. All right. We're going to insert a function to enter the current date in B2. It is still B2. Okay, so up here is cell B2. I'm going to try to make it just a little bigger for you. Okay, that was just uber big. All right, and this is step 3. And you'll click on formula. Once you've clicked in cell B2, you'll click on the formulas tab, and then you'll come over to date and time. And it wants us to select date and time and scroll down to today. So that's way down on your formula list, and that means it's going to default the day that the worksheet is open. So if I'm active in the worksheet today, it's going to put March 29th, 2016. If I'm actually in the worksheet in 2 days from now, it's going to put April 1st, right, 2016. Does that make sense? So I'm going to click today. Return the current date formatted as date. It is a volatile active formula. Okay, I'm going to click OK. And there it is. It filled it in for us. And that's step 3. Okay, step 4. In cell C5, insert a lookup function. So I'm going to go to C5, which is right here. Connor, I think this is where you want to be on board. Insert a lookup function to display the basic annual membership cost for the first client. So I'm in step 4, and if you're here in class, that's page 2 with our screenshots. We're going to click in cell C5 like it said and insert a lookup formula. All right, so we're going to go to lookup in references, and we're going to come all the way down to VLOOKUP. When we get a VLOOKUP formula, it's actually going to go look at different components in our worksheet. And right now, the lookup value we want it to look up is cell B5. So basically, which type of membership our client has. So we click cell B5, and you can see. Huh?
What was lookup formulas at?
You click the formulas tab, you click up lookup in references, and then you scroll down to the bottom and you go to VLOOKUP. Okay? Lookup in references, these guys right here. Did you find it, Sonny?
I'm in formula.
Okay, watch me.
Totally
Okay, I'm going to cancel. I'm going to go right here. I'm clicked on cell C5. I'm going to go to lookup in references. I'm going to scroll all the way down to VLOOKUP.
Yeah, see that I'm in formulas and I don't see.
You don't see VLOOKUP? Lookup in reference, VLOOKUP.
Oh, okay.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
Okay. And when we do that, it brings up a function argument dialog box, and the lookup value we want to look up is cell B5. So we click that for B5, and then we tab on down to table array. So remember the table that we just made a name for? Well, we're going to scroll down, and we're going to highlight cells B18 to C21, and look, what does it put right in our table array? Membership, what we named that range. And then we go tab again, and it says column index number. So think about this for a second though. If we look at our membership range, A deluxe membership costs $575. A family membership costs $1,500. An individual membership costs $300. We want to look up in column 2. Why it doesn't say column B, I don't know, but not column 1, column 2. So we actually put the number 2 here in our column index array, and we don't put anything in the lookup, okay? We just tab through, and then we click OK. And Connor, I know that that was something you were looking for, was that VLOOKUP formula. And I don't think I did a very good explanation the other day. So I'm hoping
It didn't show me that other screen.
it didn't give you the function dialog box.
The function arguments.
Okay.
Still in this like bar.
I'm gonna just save for a second. I might need this to drop on my.
Formula text.
Save for a second. Okay. So you click here. You're gonna look up a reference. You're gonna VLOOKUP. That's what you're looking for. Look at, move it over. It's like, there's, I mean, it's like showing you. Look at the reference. And then that's what you fill in the box. All right.
Except for that other one, since on here it says 3 instead of 2.
Did I put the wrong value?
On the index number.
Index number, I thought we were going to column 2. And it says column 3 there. I have column 2 on between step 4 and 5. Because we're not in the if function yet. We're in step 4. Are you on the same screenshots? We're on page 4. We're on step 4, right there. That's a different one. Okay, so insert a function in cell E5. So we're over here in annual total. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and go to E5. Let's see. So E5, insert a lookup function to display the basic annual membership for the first client. All right. So E5. And on your screenshot page here, we are on step 5, and we're trying to calculate the total amount. So the function should add the cost of membership plus, if applicable, the locker fee. The locker column displays yes for clients that rents lockers. Begin by clicking cell E5, and next in the formulas tab, we're right here in the formulas tab, we're going to go in the function library panel and click the logical, and we're going to click an if statement. Okay, when we do if arguments, it's kind of like a true or false. If this happens and it's true, then do this. If this happens and it's false, don't do that. Okay? So our logical test is cell if D5 equals yes. So we're going to click D5, and we want it to equal yes. And if that's true, I'm going to tab, then it's B22, which is our locker fee. Okay, so we need next B22, which is our locker fee. But you know what, guys? We need to make sure that that locker fee value doesn't change. So you need to put a $ before it and in the middle, because it's an absolute value. It's always got to come to cell B22 to get that $75 value of the locker. So if it's B25, then we add back to C5 the cost of our membership. So we go shift and plus, and then we come back to cell C5, and that's what it's going to be if the answer's true. But if the answer's not true, we don't have a locker, then what would what will we be? Just the cost of our membership. So what cell would that be, guys? Yes, cell C5, okay? So that was quite a long if statement. If D5 equals yes, then grab B cell 22 and add it to C5. If D5 equals no, then just grab the value in cell C5. And that's your if then statement. And click OK.
How did you get the dollar signs or whatever?
Okay, you can highlight and click F4, B22, or you can put a dollar sign before B and after B, which is shift and 4. By doing that, you return the absolute value of B22, and your formula doesn't move to go grab from another cell. Okay? So that was step 5. I didn't have it up here. Right? All right. And now we're going to go to cell question 6. In cell G5, I'm going to go ahead and save because I typed all that crazy if formula. In cell G5, calculate the total due based on the annual total of years of membership in column F. So we're going to G5, which is right here. All right. And we are on question 6, which if you have the screenshot view is page 3. In cell G5, total due column, calculate the total due based on the annual total and years of membership in column F. So we're going to start our formula out with the equal sign, and we're going to go E5, which is the annual total. We just click it, and then we go shift and 8, which is multiplication, times F5, which is your number of years. And we hit tab or enter. Okay. All right. Now step 7. Copy the 3 formulas down their respective columns. So come over here to cell C5, and you get the little green autofill guy. Take him, hold him, and pull him down.
Mine says NA or number NA.
Then you need to re-look at your formula for total due. E5 times F5.
And then annual cost and total.
Yep, you want to pull down all 3 columns. And I'm going to come off on that formula color and see if I can help. So that was the formula. You don't have them quite right. Did you look at the formula on here? I'm going to try yes with a capital 1. And
N.
wait, can you go back, please?
Baker's showing up all weird.
Oh, it's multiplication. B22. No, it's not. Oh, it's because this is off. This formula's off. Sunny, please read the cost formula.
Okay.
Click on cell C5 on your Excel. VLOOKUP equal parentheses B5 comma what? There's no colon in there.
Membership, comma,
Oh,
2.
that's membership. That's what
The VLOOKUP.
yeah, you don't have to study it. That's it. This is the membership, that whole thing. So you had to highlight the whole thing. You didn't have it all highlighted. And I think it's supposed to be column 2.
Column 2. Thank you.
Okay, Excel is really picky. Your spaces have to be right, your capitalizations have to be right, your spelling has to be right, and that's why we have the extra set of instructions with formulas here in class, and that's why we're kind of trying to do it here. It's picky, it's hard. All right, so we copy the formulas down all 3 rows. We had our cost, our annual total, and our total due. And I'm going to save, and then I'm going to go to step 8. Insert a function. Insert a function in cell H5 to display the amount of down payment for the first client. So in step 8, we're going to use the VLOOKUP again. And so that means we go to formulas, we go to lookup and reference, and we go to VLOOKUP. So when we talk about a down payment, we want to look up the value in cell B5, which is our, whether it's a deluxe membership or an individual membership or a family membership. And then again, our table array is membership, so we'll scroll down and we'll highlight cells A18 to C20. All right, and it should give us membership back. And then in the column index, this time we're looking at down payments. If they have a deluxe family, they need a down payment of $250. If they have a family cost, they have a down payment of $700, so basically half the price. If they have an individual membership, they have a down payment of $150. So in our column index, we want the 3rd column, all right? And then we want to click OK. And here's our second VLOOKUP formula, and I want to make sure that I share that online. Okay. All right, so I'm hoping that's being helpful at a distance, and we've got our down payment there. And now we're going to step 9. Locate and correct the circular reference for the balance in CI5. All right, here's CI5, and it's going to tell us it has a circular reference. A circular reference means you have a formula referring back to the cell that you made the formula in. So what cell is this? All right, I'm going to put color in it. What cell is that color? What's the name of the cell? I5. So somewhere in this formula is I5. We don't need a balance of total due minus down payment due plus balance. We just need formula equals total due minus down payment. Right? Or cost minus down payment? Which one is it? Total due minus down payment. Yeah. So what should we get rid of? You can come up to the formula bar and you can get rid of that I5. Okay? So you just want total due minus down payment, and that's how much their balance is going to be. Does that make sense? All right. So they're going to, and that makes sense. 650 minus 250 is $400. So their balance for Andrews, the client, is $400. All right. And copy the formulas down their respective cells. Nope, we already did that, didn't we? Let's do it anyway. Okay, so take down payment, take your autofill handle and pull her down. Take balance, take your autofill handle and pull it down. And I will come off the color on that balance one. All right, and that took care of our circular reference. A circular reference, again, is a formula that refers back to a cell that you've written a formula in. And you can't really do that. So you need to get rid of it and just fix it and think about what the formula is supposed to be. All right. So currently we have a formula in the cell referring back to the same formula, and the balance should be calculated. That is page 3 and the end of step 9 and the down payment. Copy the two formulas down their respective cells. We did that for step 10. And now we're on to page 11. All right. Insert a function in cell G5. You should be on page 4 on your screenshots. Insert a PMT function in cell G5 to calculate the first client's monthly payment. Use the number of years the client signs up for the calculation of the monthly payment. Use appropriate relative and absolute cell references as needed. Okay, I'm going to give you this formula. I think it's kind of a crazy formula. We're going to go equals, and then we're going to go over back to formulas. When we get into formulas panel in the function library, we have all sorts of books. The one that it's looking for, when you make monthly payments, you think of like monthly payments for a house, and that's called a PMT function. That's pretty popular in Excel. All right, so we're going to click the PMT function. We're going to click financial, and we're going to scroll massively down till we get to PMT. And put a parentheses, and then click cell B23, which is your interest rate, and then divide it by cell B24, which is your months in a year. You have to tell Excel that you have 12 months in a year. Now, we don't want to change cells, so we're just going to go back and add $1 between B23 and $1 between B24. And you know what, guys? I'm going to cancel this, and I'm going to do it up here. I'm going to click monthly payments, and I'm going to click up here in my cell formula bar. Okay? I'm going to get rid of the PMT box. I'm going to go equal PMT. When I type PMT, it's a function that Excel knows. It could give me that pop-up box, or I can choose the PMT function right here, which will tell me I need rate times the number per year times the percent value times FV and type. So I'm going to put and type B23. I'm going to try this again. Divided by B24, and I'm going to put a comma, and I'm going to put F5, shift 8, which is multiply, times B24 again, comma, and then I'm going to put a negative symbol. If I kept going, it would give me a negative value, but I want monthly payments in a positive view, so I'm going to put a times -1 in there, which is times a negative, and then I'm going to put I5. And now I'm going to go back and add my absolute values. At B23, I'm going to click a $, shift 4. At B24, sorry, I'm going to put another $, and then at the final B24, which that was your locker fee, I think, I'm going to put another $. Okay. So that's a mess. PMT equals cell B23 divided by cell B24, comma, F5 times B24, comma, negative I5. And we're going to click the check and hope it comes out to $34.38 a month. And I'm going to take autofill and pull that down. So the Andrews family is going to pay $34 a month, but the Carter family that got the family membership, they're going to pay $115 a month. Okay? And we're going to save. And that was step 11. Did you win? Nope. Okay, I'm going to click on this one again. You really have to be uber careful and type everything correctly. Equals capital PMT, parentheses, B23 divided by B24, and stick a $ in both ones, comma, F5 times B24 with a $, comma, negative I5. What?
I told you have it written down on the paper.
Yeah. Yep, it should be on step 11. It has to match exactly. Okay, so we're going to copy down that column, which is step 12, and then we're going to go to step 13. Insert a function in cell G14 to total the column. Okay, so here's G14, and one of the easiest ways to do this is just to highlight the column and come over here to insert function or AutoSum, either way, and click sum. Just save what you got and catch up with me, and we can come back and fix that formula later, okay? So we highlighted total due column to 1,125. We went up to AutoSum, or you can go to function, and then we clicked sum, and it gave us $11,925. So we totaled the column, fill the function in cell G14 across the range, G14, and so we're going to go this way, and it'll total everything up. Step 15, insert a function in cell H18 to H22 to calculate the basic summary information. Oh, okay. I thought we were doing $. H18. Okay. That is page 5 on your instructions here in the class. Step 15, at a distance. Insert functions. What?
Total to total.
I just did totals across the bottom. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
I did the first total, and then I just grabbed the autofill and went right.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, so highlight column G,
Yeah.
like that, and then go over to AutoSum and click sum. You got it?
Looking for AutoSum.
Okay. Well, you can also do insert function either way, but we were on the formulas tab. Okay, number of new members. So insert a function to calculate basic summary information. Format the payments. This is a count A function, and I just need to find what I wrote for my notes here. Step 15. HA is a count A. Okay, so we're going to insert a function here. I'm going to click in cell H18. I'm going to let you know where I'm clicking, and I'm going to put a yellow there, and I'm going to go equals, and then I'm going to go back to my formula bars, but I'm going to come over here to insert functions, and I'm going to pick a count A function. I'm asking it to count numbers, okay? So I type in my insert for a function, and I go for it. I look for it. Sure I did. There it is. Pretty slow, but it came up. Count A. So a regular count would count numbers, but I need to count people. I need to count text. So I go okay. And it says, what values do you want to count in your count A function? And in that, I want to count cells A8 to A13. And that is how many my values are. Okay? I've got, yeah. And click OK. And there are 9 new members. And look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's correct. So I'm going to go save. And I'm going to unfill that color. And then we're going to go down to lowest monthly payment. All right. And to calculate lowest monthly payment, I want to do a minimum function. So I'm going to click in my lowest monthly payment. I'm going to go equal. I'm going to go back to my formulas bar. I'm going to insert a function, and I'm going to type min for minimum. Okay. And I'm going to click go, and it finds me a minimum function. I say okay. And it's saying, what do you want to find the minimum function of? Well, I want to find the minimum of all my monthly payments. What is the smallest value in all those monthly payments? Probably $12, but let's see if it comes back. Click OK, $12.89. Now, what's your average monthly function? So we're going to click in H20, which is this one down here. All right, and I'm going to make that a different color. Come on. Wow, it does not want to color itself. There we go. And I want to know my average monthly payment. So I'm going to click equal. I'm going to go back to my formulas bar. I'm going to go back to my insert function, and I'm going to type average, which is, starts out with AVE. Normally it would come up. It didn't. I'm going to click go, and there's my average function. I'm going to click OK, and I want the average of my monthly payments. So I'm just going to highlight those monthly payments again. It should be average J5 to J13. I click OK, and it's telling me my average payment is $39.16. So I'm going to save that again and come off my color so you guys know where I'm at. And go back to my minimum monthly payment. What do you think we're going to do here? No, maximum monthly payment. We're going to do a function for a maximum, okay? Just like we've been doing minimums, we're going to do a maximum. So we go equal, formula, insert function, and we're looking for a maximum of our monthly payment. So we go max, and we want cells J5 to J13. We click OK, and it says the maximum monthly payment is $115, and we know that's right because we can look and we can see that's $115. And then we need a median. Our median payment is the payment that's the middle of the road, that isn't necessarily an average, but it's probably close to your average. So let's find that median value. We're going to click equals. We're going to go back to our formula bar, insert function, and we're looking for median. I'd type that one out. I'd click go. And then we highlight cells J5 to J13, click OK. And our median value is $29.55, and we click save. And I know that was fast and furious, but that's a lot of calculating. Format the payments in cell A19 to H20, so right here, H19, oops, not the first one, the last four, with accounting number format. So look right now, our dollar signs are in different places. When we come up to the home tab in the number panel and we click accounting, it will flip our dollar signs all to the left, and it will line all our decimals up. All right, and that was step 16. So step 17, format the column headings in column 4, in row 4 and row 17 to match the fill color in the range E17 to H17. Okay, click on the fill color, and when you do that, look, it highlights where this fill color is. So it's the fourth column, the third one down, and it's asking us to do row 4 and row 17. So I'm going to take my control button. I'm going to click row 17 and row 4, probably all of row 4. And then I'm going to click that fill bucket and go back. It was this one, wasn't it? Or was it this one? Nope, that one. Oops, didn't get it. That one. And save. 18. Format the cells G5 through J15. G5 through J15. 14, 15. No, J14, sorry. With a counting number format and 0 place decimals. So right now we got a bunch of decimals. We want to come back to the Home tab, to the number panel, to accounting, but we need to decrease decimals. So we're going to decrease 2 times till we have no decimals, which is step 18. And save. We're going to scroll down to number 19. Apply comma style with 0 decimals on range G6 to J13. So G6 to J13, comma style. I think we already have some commas. We lost our decimals. Interesting. I think we're supposed to have no decimals, but then we add comma style and it brings the decimals back. Okay. Step 20. Save the file, close Excel, and submit the file as directed. I think this is one of the more challenging formulas and balances that you'll do in all of Excel. Buff and Tough is hard. Make sure you save, make sure you close and upload to my IT lab. I will solve problems here in a minute. Thanks for working with us. I hope